Hello, my name is Abe and welcome back to a quick run of Enter the Gungeon, a warm-up run that will hopefully not be, 1, 2, or 3, well, 1 hour is probably good enough, but hopefully it won't be 2 or 3 hours. We had a lot of runs yesterday, a lot of fun, random to clone, and then couldn't get a second clone, unfortunately. That's okay. Let's see what we've got today. Hopefully it's something good. I hate it already. Well, I don't hate it already. I like Big Iron decently enough, but I wish Blasphemy was not in the starting equipment for Paradox. It's a good weapon. It's a very strong weapon, but I always find myself wanting to run into enemies because I think I'm the bullet, but I'm not the bullet. I think that I also just like being a little bit more at range, you know what I mean? Jaxie pants. Kaka has happened, thank you. Graw for some gifted subscriptions, thank you. Happy New Year, by the way. Merry Christmas. Happy Christmas. Merry New Year. I need to get a few things for myself for Christmas, New Year. Chrisier? Numis. For Numis, I want to get another hard drive. I find myself constantly running out of space, even when recording, and sometimes when not recording. I think that is something that I would like to get. I want to get myself a small garbage laptop, I think, as well, so I can do a little bit of additional work when I'm not at my big main computer. For a while, I've been trying to use like a small tablet, but even something simple like trying to write in a Google Doc, it's not officially supported on tablet hardware. So, like, I can't edit, I can't, even justify text on the thing. It's really annoying, honestly. But I want to see exactly right there. I want to just get like a laptop that I can just hook up a few monitors to and then just, I don't know, stream my desktop but in a different room so I can do work from there or something. I don't need a, oh, no. Oh, didn't think about it. It doesn't need to be big and strong, but I'd rather it have Windows and not, Chromebook. But that's for a future decision. It's for a future project. You know what I actually really should get myself for Numis? I should get myself a new chair. Like, I should get myself a real, honest-to-God, proper office chair. I keep buying, I say keep, but every 5 to 7 years I buy myself a new chair off of Staples or something like that. And they always just start to deteriorate because they're made out of these fake materials and it's just not meant to be a very long-lasting chair. I need to get myself a proper, comfortable chair. This chair's still fine, but I've got a sweater crunched up behind my back to help keep me a little bit straight. It's not the best. Maybe a little bit of better posture would help me to feel better while, playing games for 6 hours every single freaking day. I think I know what our passive item is. Wherever you go, you will be on fire. This chicken's on fire. Is it rude, you think, to call him a chicken? So let's work on that right now. Raise my microphone, kind of stand up straight. I'm 6 inches higher than I was a second ago. We're gonna have better posture today. Yeah. On the bright side, oh, actually, let's go grab that HP first. On the bright side, we're gonna have so much goddamn money leaving this floor. I hope we find YV. Speaking of, I had a good time playing a little bit of additional Nuclear Throne yesterday. I should play more of that game. It's fun, it's bite-sized. I think that's what I like about it. It's not this, you know, hour-long conversation I've got to keep going in Gungeon. It's not this, you know, hour-long frustration I've got to push through in Peglin. It's just like a bite-sized 20-minute adventure, in and out. Well, that's if I die. Feels good. Junk Man cometh JMC, welcome. I was gonna say, this gull is on fire. This gull is on fire. You know what? Okay. That's good. I like it. You got me. You got me. Let's, oh god, I just realized doing this, I don't have any range. This is gonna be an awkward oubliette. I'm gonna do it anyways. In fact, I'm gonna go even harder on this. In fact, I'm gonna go even harder on this, because, like, why not? Let's break some chests, and let's hope that we don't ruin the run doing this. Okay, I guess we're gonna do this again. I have 300 casings on this floor. Good lord. All right, you know what? I'm just worried about it blowing up and then going down to half a heart. We're done with the floor. We've done everything. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy the damn Derringer. I'm gonna throw my money away. I stuttered there for a second because I was just reminded of a quote from something that I can't quite recall. Go ahead, throw your money away. No, it's go ahead, throw your vote away. It's Simpsons. Kodos and the other one. That's what was piquing my memory there. I mean, sometimes that happens. You're reminded of something, you can't quite recall what it was or where it was from. You gotta think about it for a second. Now just imagine doing that, but also trying to, you know, not stumble over your own damn words every 6 seconds. It's kind of hard sometimes, man. Derringers are powerful, weak. I mean, it's actually a very strong, not starting pistol weapon, but garbage D-class gun. Killing a bulletkin in 2 bullets in this floor is actually pretty good. Every other starting pistol would take 4. It's not good, but it provides me a little bit of additional range to maybe help get through this floor. I wish that the fire cloud moved with the table, but that's okay. Jaxie Pants says, I was reminded of the lawyer commercial in the early 2000s. It's my money and I want it now. What a scam. What an absolute scam. I guess, you know, effectively it's the same thing. Throw your money away, right? Go ahead, throw your money away! I don't know why I'm a horse all of a sudden. Wilbur! Was Wilbur the horse, or was Wilbur the human? I just remember the horse, I don't remember it, I just remember it through references, the horse saying Wilbur. But Wilbur was probably not the horse. Wilbur was probably the man, and the horse was saying, hey, Wilbur! Right, was Ed the horse? It says Mr. Ed, but also, you know, you would think the Mr. would be the human. Look, I never watched Mr. Ed. That was before I was born, okay? So it was a lot of things. You know, I like that they're on fire. It does kind of tank the frame rate a little bit, doesn't it? We're just horsing around. This is Charles Mason. Dun 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 dun. Same but Nick at Night. There's a lot that I didn't see. A lot that I haven't played. That's some of the things that I want to get through in 2025 here. Got to play through the Castlevania franchise at some point. Got to play through the Doom franchise at some point. Waiting for any information on the next Doom, Doom the Dark Ages. Still don't know when that's going to be coming out, but I'm excited for it. I hope it's better than Eternal, but we'll see. I did see, speaking of video games, after all we are playing one. I did see the like tweet, or I don't know what is it when it happens on Blue Sky, the skybox, the sky text, the sky message. I saw the sky message. I don't know if it was a sky message or a tweet. Skeet. It's probably not what it would be. From Devolver Digital, they said that they have, games planned for 2025, including a franchise where the guns are more important than they would initially appear, or it was a very cryptic message. I don't know what it is. It could be a Gungeon thing. I don't think it is, based off of how it was phrased. It just has the word gun in the tweet. That doesn't mean it's a Gungeon thing. I think people might be stretching a little bit. Someone also suggested maybe Wizard with a gun. I didn't like Wizard with a gun. Wizard with a gun sucked. IMO. But if it was a Gungeon related thing, that's exciting. I'm not sure if it was though, because additionally how it was phrased is that it was phrased as though someone else is making the game, but Devolver owns Dodge Roll. So I think it would have been phrased differently if they were talking about a game that was being made, because they would be the ones making it technically. So I'm not, holding my breath, but another Gungeon property would be a lot of fun for me personally, and I'm sure for you as well. Username welcome. Apparently that studio collapsed, probably Downwell 2, like Chris suggested. Downwell. I doubt it. I don't think Downwell... Like, the game has had nothing for 10 years? I don't think it's gonna get a sequel or anything like that. What studio collapsed, by the way? I assume you don't mean Dodge Roll, because they were just bought out. I assume you mean maybe the one that made Wizard with a gun. Is that the one that collapsed? What was the studio that made Wizard with a gun? I don't remember. It makes total sense that they collapsed. That's not a surprise at all. But at least Dodge Roll, I know, is still around somewhere. Okay, we have one key remaining. That's all we need. Galvanic Games says username 2023. Well, they came and then they left. It'll go down in, my own personal gaming history, along with Dead Island of, wow, I really liked your game, trailer. Very well done. Unfortunately, has nothing to do with the gameplay itself in your product. Someone should make a real Wizard with a gun. You can't call it that, of course. Call it Wizard with a pistol. Sorry, Sorcerer with a pistol. There's gotta be a pun in there. Sore pistol? I'm thinking Sorbital, but that's not gonna work at all. You got Mage as well. Mage pistol, Mage Bane. No, that's a sword from Ultima. I don't know. There's got to be a pun you can create in there somewhere and have that be the title of the game. Do we want a gun munch? I kind of like Derringer. We're not going to use it next floor. I like the Phoenix. Phoenix Science Cannon for the floor. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to gun munch. War Glock, says Priestamac. Done. Perfect. War Glock. There you go. Now, can you say Glock? Or is Glock a brand? And would they get pissed off if you tried to use the word Glock? As someone who doesn't know anything about guns, I don't know if Glock is a type of like pistol or a brand, kind of like how Armalite is a brand, technically. Magazine, that's pushing it. Glock is a brand. But it's like Band-Aid. Yeah, but companies are getting really on top of protecting their brands these days. Now there's the Glocktopus in Gungeon, but that's not the title of a game. That's the name of one singular enemy. I'm sure Uzi is also like a brand of auto machine pistol, and yet, they also called it the Meduzi. So far with, no problems. Like the whole Funko destroying itch situation, says username. What the hell is that? Those are words I've never heard of before. Well, I know itch, like Itch.io. Funko destroying itch, that just sounds like a medication, a cream. Monster Hunter Wild, says Tunic. I still gotta play some of the Monster Hunter games at some point. We got ammo in the room. Time to pull out the big gun. Nambi, welcome, and Chrissia, hello. Thank you for your raid. She was playing a little bit of Dome Keeper, and I was lurking while getting some work done. Got a Funko itch? Warlock can help. You mean Warglock? Warglock can help. Also sounds like a medication. Got a problem? Warglock can help. And Foxgleam. I just want more bullet hell games. I'll take them. I'll take a bullet hell. Bullet +1. All right. Well, lowercase r is our new room clearer. Bullet +1, bullet +1. And get ready for a lot of bullet +1. But no, it is. It's actually really good. Bullet +1. Glocktopus is fine. Glocktopus probably wouldn't be some house's Arcatraz. Okay, so you're saying we just gotta be careful of the name, right? Okay, how about this? Warglock, but he's actually a pigman. Huh? With a gun. It's a double level pun. You managed to shove 2 puns into one word. And so he's a pig mage with a pistol. He's the Warglock. I mean, if you make the pigs like really cute, I guess that could probably work. And then if anyone complains, oh, are you telling me Glock is the name of a weapon? See, I was just using it because he's a pig man. You get the plausible deniability. They'll never be able to prove anything. Don't starve pigmen with a Glock and a wizard. I wouldn't say they're cute. There's that animated trailer where there's a cute one though. I guess maybe we could get Clay involved. They could do the art for it. We could set it in the Don't Starve universe. I mean, we don't know where all of those doors lead. Maybe there's a universe somewhere where there's, you know, wargs with Glocks. Sorry, with legally distinct branded heavy machine pistols. What if bullet +1? What if bullet +2? What if occasionally it just said +2 and it did a little bit more damage? It was like a critical hit. That would be, you know, that would be a good synergy. It would be a synergy with a synergy. You'd have to have lowercase r, bullet +1, and then on top of that, pick up Vorpal bullets, and then you could get occasional crits that would be bullet +2. God, I'm so good. Oh my God. Just die. How many little bull bats are there? Grandfather Glock. There you go. It's my favorite gun. The best one that I have. The one that has ammo that can kill the boss. Oh. Dude, where's my crest drop off? It was here. Actually, it might be there, but I actually think it's here. Yep, it's here. I gotta check this more often. It's a very common floor layout to have a like shrine room outside of this hub. I gotta check that more often, because if it's right there, it's right there. Just, you know, drop it off. I don't know, what would be my, like, favorite gun in the game? I think that's a really hard question to ask, because there's like 200 guns, you know? And there's a lot of fun ones. Alright, let's murder this boss. D&D character idea, Desert Eagle, a healer with his twin, Twinkie, shooting Desert Eagles. Why would Desert Eagles shoot guns? Why would Desert... I mean, I get it, it's Desert Eagle. He should be shooting, like, cream puffs. He should be a baker. His special ability should be Sugar Rush, you know? Because of America. That's a good point. This D&D campaign is set in America. I don't know, speaking of favorite guns, Yari's pretty good. A little bit of a slip up there. I guess we'll reload lowercase r. I don't care about this room. We're at full health. We'll buy the rat key and move on, I suppose. Quote ad. Oof, thank God they don't have quoting permissions. Although they really should. Let's gun munch now that we have way more guns. You can go and you can go. Is bullet +1 technically bullet +2 because of the plus? Bullet +1. Speaking of Desert Eagle, is it technically bullet +2 because of the plus? Well, that would be if it was like bullet +1, right? There'd be an extraneous plus in there. I could add it, so could I. And yet you're not, are you? All right. The Gemini Carbine, definitely not one of my favorite guns. Whew. Very close. Nothing needs the ammo.
Bullet plus one, bullet plus one, bullet plus one, bullet plus one. Bullet plus one, bullet plus
One thing about this gun is that it does take a long time to reload.
plus one.
You have the Magnum and the Desert Eagle? Yes, but no synergies, unfortunately, between the two. Thank you, Wolf. Bullet plus one. Bullet is fired, but the plus one fires 2 extra bullets. I see. Bullet plus, you're saying bullet plus 2 because there's plus 2 bullets. Haha! That's really all that deserves, I think. Just a quick little haha.
Bullet plus one.
That's my theory, at least. You know, you do raise an excellent question, or sorry, an excellent point. That is a good point.
Bullet plus one, plus one, bullet plus one, bullet plus one, bullet plus one.
I still think it should be a +2 on a critical, though.
Bullet plus one, plus one, bullet plus one, bullet plus one, bullet plus one.
Oh my god. I do need a better room clearing gun at some point. This is still using lowercase r, which is like totally acceptable, but a little on the slow side.
Bullet plus one, plus one.
Bullet plus one. Bullet. Bullet. M1 synergy with what? Oh, sniper. So many garbage guns. I'll take double vision over the lockpick. We seem to be picking up a lot of keys on this run for some reason. But I will do another gun munch, since we just picked up something worth munching. And I'm sorry, Desert Eagle, or Dungeon Deagle, but you're out. Makarov, you're out. Ooh. Buzzkill's not a favorite, but it's got some cool synergies, especially if you have like the chain lightning form of it and you've got a lot of damage. It's pretty good. Last time I had it, I duct taped it with itself and was able to get double saw blades. That was pretty good. You know, if we're talking about favorite guns, dude, I love Flame Hand. It makes for a good duct tape target, even if it's not very good on its own. Yeah. Yeah, that has enough damage to kill him before he closes again is a good thing. I have to remind myself that we're also not cursed. We're getting cursed enemies because of the level, but this constant bullet plus one is making your stream not good background noise, says Tree Jam. I'm sorry, dude. I'll tell you what, next floor we'll swap to something else, okay? It's the best weapon I've got for killing rooms, though. It's ammo efficient, it does good damage. This is Gungeon, man. Welcome. How you doing? Pull up a chair. Let me show you to your gun. Here's your complimentary gun. Welcome to America.
Bullet plus one, plus one, bullet plus one, bullet plus one, bullet plus one.
Dude, double gun knife. It's pretty good. Needs more buzzkill. The buzz might come sooner than you think. Alright, we got the Yari, we got the glass cannon. It's like, please reload. Thank you. Mason says this run would be bad if it was background noise while you were doing math. God damn it, I keep forgetting to carry the 1. Yeah, Crestfaller could be okay. Speaking of math, it's everyone's best and favorite familiar friend. This is the last time you're gonna hear the bullet, okay? I'm just gonna check for some secret rooms. They gotta be around here somewhere. I think I already checked in here, but I haven't found it yet, which is a surprise. It does get a little obnoxious eventually, doesn't it? Now that it's been brought up, I can't stop hearing it. Bullet +1. Where's the damn old secret room? I doubt it's there. I mean, I've already looked at, there it is. I've already checked all of the main haunts for the secret room, so it's either a matter of time or it's not here, but we found it. I think we just go. We've already gun munched, we're out of things to do. Next up on Gungeon ASMR, Abe does wind-up gun. I had the opportunity for wind-up gun on a previous run, but I didn't take it. Why is this? Oh, you know what? Probably +1 to bullets is giving it enough damage to one-shot these enemies. Normally the M1 can't do that here. But the fact that it's one-shotting these enemies makes me think actually the M1 is what we want. That's solid. You know what? Good enough. Let's put ammo back in our Yari. That's gonna be a boss killer for sure. Alright, I don't know, does this bullet not have enough range or something, or maybe I'm missing? No, that couldn't be it. What are you talking about? I got perfect aim. I've never missed a shot in my life. The turkey knows. Somehow, Garand Thumb should be a synergy, says Arcatraz. I mean, there's no giant thumb item in the game. How would that work? Mac 10. I like the Mac 10. That's a solid, like, starting weapon. First couple of floors, you got nothing else. At least you got the Mac 10. Lich's fingers is close enough. Here's my thought. If you were gonna have a thumb item, it would have to be a reference to the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. You put out your thumb, someone comes around to give you a little bit of a lift. I mean, you do have spaceships in the pilot past. Your friend could come by and give you a bit of a hand for a room. It could be like a like a call-in like the gull with the ticket. You'll get him one day, maybe. Just keep shooting, dog. Or keep biting, rather. Sniper Wolf is a damage increase for the M1, but you probably aren't standing still long enough to get it off him. This is Alcatraz. I'm actually getting it, like, quite frequently. It is a damage upgrade, but only when you light up by standing still. It's like the inverse of the 360. It's good. It's not bad. I like the M1. It's actually a pretty darn good weapon. I prefer the synergy where you just get the better M1. Ammo mag, I think, is one way of getting that as well. Dude, Crescent Crossbow, Heart Lunchbox, another vampy lady. Shop's looking good. Look at that. I mean, honestly, just like, buy this. Are you ready for a bad background noise? Maybe it's good background noise, I don't know. What it is not is ammo efficient. Well, silencer. I don't know why I thought it would synergize with the woof. I called it a woof. It's been a long day. I've just started, but it's been a long day. Thank you. Background noise +1. Daruma. Gonna say no to that. Pretty much done with the floor. I guess we'll start buying things. Dun, 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 dun. Look, dodge roll. If you're gonna make a Gungeon 2.0, I've got so many ideas. They're all yours. I just want like a thank you in the end credits. That's all. That's it. I've got a notebook. I don't have a notebook. I was gonna make a notebook of like Gungeon game ideas, and then I was like, pfft. Maybe one day, not today. It's HP? Oh, there it is. Dog must have found some. Thank you, Abe, but they won't say what Abe. Thank you to everyone with a letter A in their name. So you know who they're not thanking? Hitler. Welcome, Nambi. Good time for you to join in. Like, what have I walked in on? You walked in on...
Bullet +1.
That didn't even fire a +1.
Bullet +1.
That did. I think when it passively reloads, it loses the bonus for the first shot. All right, let's get this party started, shall we? What do we have that blanks? Because I just used one. I didn't think about it. Oh, dude, Old Goldie's real nice. Is there another blank? There's a blank. Okay, we're okay. I don't have to throw myself into a pit. I will not refill because we don't need to. Instead, I'm just gonna give you more money or more HP for money. We've got Yari Launcher, Double Vision, the Turkey. Like, we have a ton of ammo with this gun. It'll wreck the rat. Oh, crap. Where was the damn rat room? Oh, no. Does anyone remember where the rats were? Crap. Well, keep your eyes open for a rat corpse. All the corpses have probably despawned by now, so look for a living rat, I guess. Be in this room. This is the worst part about Gungeon. Trying to the damn rat room. Is there a console command that does it, that just shows it to you? Oh, hell. Oh, literally just stumbled across it right here. There you go. And there's not even any living rats in this room anymore. There should really be like an actual dust pile. No goo guns? I don't think I have any goo guns. No, never found one yet. Just literally had to look. Look, pay attention. Pfft, that's not me. Now, hold on, I'm curious about something. If I go to my following page, I'm being a little bit of a creeper right now. My friend Chris is currently playing Helldivers. I thought he didn't have access to his computer anymore while he's still visiting friends, or rather family in New York. Either way, he should be playing games with me. Up, up. Right. Double vision works with shotguns, huh? I guess I'm always just surprised at like what works and what doesn't with some of the stuff in the game. Down. Ah. And then up. Take this. We want partial ammo here, and then everything else is basically full except the M1 at this point. Haven't really been touching our other weapons too much. Let's do it. Pixely welcome. Dirt. For some reason, there's a neuron in my brain remembering Abe's sequence. What about the first one? Do you remember the first one on the A slot save file? I don't. Why is there two? Because that save file was before I upgraded my computer. I took damage from the poison! How dare you, game? How dare you? Don't, because I wasn't here yet. Oh, okay, that's fair enough. See, I was here and I still don't remember. What does that say about me? You know what? Just shoot the Yari launcher. mean, we have so much, like, ammo for the gun. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, oh, I'm very sorry, sir. I didn't mean to punch you in the face. Again, I'm going too fast. Okay, don't always punch. Except there, and there. Okay. I think I remembered how to play this game. Pig ring, drill gun, Drildo Baggins. He's the best little baggin of them all. I don't know why that lives rent-free in my brain. Unity. I should look up the math on Unity. How much does it improve your damage? Oh my god. I don't care what you do, just give me something I can punch you with. Oh my god! There we go. Is that life orb? Ugh. This is one of the most disappointing guns in the game. Well, at least we got our, I don't know, Guan stones back? Max Payne. To the poison? Lost my Guan stones to the poison? Also, rip to the, rip to the, Big Iron. Started with the gun. It has now been relegated to backpack fodder. Palm to palm, welcome. Thank you for the subscription. Kaka to you. And a Merry Christmas to you as well. Let's see. Guns. Guans. You know, we'll sell some guans. Sell the ring. So oh, right, the ring breaks. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It's gonna break anyways. I'll sell the guans. And ammo. Big ammo. And give me partial ammo. Rain Man says, hey, I like Life Orb. You like Life Orb? I don't like it because you can't choose who it targets easily. And it might do a little bit of damage to all the enemies on the screen, but it takes a long time for that to actually, like, matter on a fight. It's a little underwhelming. Even for a beam weapon, like there's better beam weapons. It doesn't even synergize from a lot of the things that synergize with beam weapons. I missed it. Like, does it even work with fat bullets? I imagine it would. Does tentacle work with fat bullets? Because it doesn't actually fire a beam proper. It kind of like automatically homes in and targets the enemies. So, I don't even know if that would work. You know, you raise a good question. Brain. I think the reload gimmick is fun. Well, I know what you're talking about. You kill an enemy with a life orb, and then when you reload, it does damage to the enemies in the room. I still find it difficult to use correctly. Like, here's how I would buff life orb. Make it target the enemy with the most health in a room. Because then if you kill them with the life orb, you kill everything in the room. Otherwise, you gotta, okay, I killed a bulletkin, and then I did a bulletkin level of damage to all the enemies, and then I killed a shellaman, and then I did a shellaman's damage to all the enemies in the room, and then I killed a mage, and then I did a mage level of damage to everyone in the room. And I just find it a little bit hard to get, like, the combo kills with it. It doesn't kill too many things. A bulletkin, a shelletkin, and a gun nut walk into a life orb. You still gotta take a long time killing every single one of them. Where are you? Whew. Tentacle never seems to get increased damage, says JMC, then some runs it clears a room in a second or two. Yep. Speaking of... I don't know, we got bullet plus one. Okay, 50 ammo for a room is not amazing, but it can be really sick. That's with bullet plus one and Gundramata lowering the health of all the enemies in the room as well. That is slow damage output. But sometimes if you get enough damage on that tentacle gun, it just shreds. Ghost, poison, zone control. Turns out I still remember how to do this. Actually, this makes me want to do a BCD D20T run. You know, no, makes me want to do a D20 run. I don't want to go that deep into it. But honestly, like, doing one room, I'm like, that was fun. I guess I'm just crazy like that. I'm crazy Abe. Thinks D20 is a fun game mode. Devolver. Devolver is pretty bad. On its own anyways. The Tangler. All right, let's at least fight the boss. It's the wall. I got hit. I can't blame the poison anymore. I just didn't move as far as I wanted to move in one direction for some reason. I'll blame, you know, bad frame rates on that one. It's not my fault, man. It's the game's fault. It's always the game's fault, man. I am going to... I mean, we've done every other floor. I guess we'll do this one. But I will, I'll dump a few things that we're not using. We're not using this. I'd like to save this for a gun munch. Get rid of the silencer. Like, that and Life Orb is a good gun munch. I like laser rifle. Let's get rid of the HP. Well, I don't know. Maybe we'll keep everything. Get rid of... I'll get rid of Devolver. Yeah, everything else is fine. Oh, I forgot. I was gonna get rid of the explosion item too. the one I just picked up. Priest asks, how is the co-op for Isaac? I have not played it in a couple of weeks because of everyone not everyone, but basically my co-op partner not being available because of the holiday season. When we were playing it, it was perfect, like no problems at all. It crashed a couple of times, but that was it. Hopefully they just work out, you know, those types of issues with it, but yeah, it was great. I understand why people are complaining though about the Isaac co-op, aka Repentance Plus, because it's not actually like a proper online implementation. It adds delay to the game, a little bit of input latency. So even on both computers, we both notice a very small amount of input delay, but we have good internet connections, so it's not that impactful. But I could see if you didn't have a very good internet connection, you might be a little bit annoyed at, you know, your actions not happening immediately, and there being maybe a substantial delay. But for us, it worked fine. That's, you know, a small comfort if it's not working well enough for you. But yeah, we had a good time playing it and really had no issues other than it crashed a couple of times. And when I say it crashed, it didn't actually crash, it just, it disconnects and you can't rejoin properly. And that was it. Brr! Agricrisia says it only crashed a couple of times for us as well. There you go. That's a lot of money. Oh, and a map! Oh, thank you, game. I wanted that map. Oh, thank you for another 50 credits. Stupid game. Land Amongst the Stars. What the hell synergy is this? Give each client full control if client A hits an enemy on screen but misses on client B. Just tell client B that you hit says Tunic. That's not the problem. That's not the problem with the Binding of Isaac. The problem is the game was never designed for multiplayer. So they would have to, oh right, it's this one. They would have to literally re-code the entire game from the ground up to support multiplayer. That's the problem. So I understand them going that route because having to build the game to handle multiplayer from the ground up is a huge undertaking. Twofold welcome and thank you for the resub as well. Kaka. So I understand it. It's not perfect. It is what it is. I can't help but wonder if there would have been like a better implementation that they could have done even if it took a little bit more time. But, you know, the easy way of doing it is just add a delay to everything and then just make sure all of the inputs are synced. Because I think that's kind of what they're going for. That's the reason why we were having problems with it disconnecting due to desync errors. If the game gets just a little bit out of sync, it can't replicate across both computers, so it has to disconnect. But, you know, there are other ways they could have done it. You know, they could have implemented a slightly better system. I guess here's why it would be tough no matter what they did, okay? Let's say you're fighting a boss, like Monstro. He'll jump in the direction of whichever player is closer. If he jumps towards you on your screen, but towards your friend on his screen because he was momentarily closer on his screen when Monstro jumped, you know, that adds a little bit of a disconnect there. And how do you resolve that? Well, you can resolve that by just making one person the authority, but then you have a lot of like rubber banding happening in the game, especially with enemies that tight precision dodges is actually kind of important for avoiding damage sometimes. Like even the red meat men who walk at you and you know, fall into a puddle of goo and then come back. What happens if you kill him on your screen but not on the enemy's screen? He dies and then pops back into existence. There's a lot of little issues with that. You have to kind of build the game from the get-go to support that kind of stuff sometimes. So I can understand, you know, it being not a perfect implementation. But again, like, for me and my friend, it's good enough. Had no real problems, no real complaints, other than the, like, 2 times it forcibly quit the game because of a desync problem. I do wonder about the actual, like, implementation of the you know, replication code that allows these multiplayer games to happen. In particular, I always want to know how Rocket League does it, because it always feels so seamless. You could be playing with, you know, a couple hundred milliseconds ping, and it seems like the ball is always, it's never rubber banding that much, if at all. And that requires exceptionally precise inputs for it to replicate the multiplayer properly. I'm always curious about a game like that and how it does it, because they did it so well. Like, if they released a white paper, I would read it. I want to know their secrets. Not even for, like, there's your M1 synergy. Not even for, like, implementing it. I'm just curious. I want to know. HP? HP? I'm gonna guess. Oh, Jesus! It's not HP. It's 5 cents. I got debated. All right, we are, I think, done. Might as well. Might as well. And go back to our Yari, I suppose. Wish we had a second turkey, but, you know, I'll take one. Found a mimic. That's a huge mimic emote. Let's dodge first. Someone's giving me ammo back. Oh, I ran out of room. God damn it. Oh, I dodged in the wrong direction. I went right when I should have gone left. At least it's more forgiving than D20 Dragon. I forgot about that until just now. So if we do end up doing a D20 run at some point, we're gonna have to remember that you can't dodge the way you normally do on this dragon fight. You have to dodge at a completely different angle. It is a rough, tough fight. This has been a really strong run, though. So getting hit on a couple of flawlesses. It's disappointing. God damn it, Abe, I'm so disappointed in you. I know. Dad. Rocket League stores inputs and... Oh, let me refill my ammo first. There it is. Uses rollback netcode as well. Grows and shrinks the input buffer depending on the player's lag, which is interesting. I suppose, ultimately, I just need to, like, I guess, read up on rollback netcode and stuff like that. Again, not for, like, trying to implement it or anything like that, but just as a curiosity. Because, again, it's handled so well. Anyone left? That dog can fly. Definitely would be an interesting read. You say interesting as in long. Maybe I would stick to something that maybe wouldn't need so much supplementary material, probably. But it would probably be very interesting to read about. I would do it. But anyways, this is all like me pulling information out of my ass. I assume that's why, you know, Isaac has the multiplayer network implementation that it does, just because it's not designed for it, and that would be such a pain for them to implement. I'll be honest, I've never had to like develop any sort of netcode. I've definitely developed like back-end code, like the services that run the game, but I've never had to actually implement it in a game. And thank God. Not an insane amount of information in a Rocket League match. That's a good point too. You know, there's not that much information, but also it's not 1995, you know? We're not on dial-up internet connections anymore. Even in Isaac, you know, there's not that much information. I guess there's like every bullet. But once you shoot the bullet, you don't need to really track it anymore, you know? It's moving. It will continue to move. You only need to track when it hits something. Bring. Well, we're gonna have to use glass cannon for the final phase. It shouldn't be a problem. Wish we had a little bit more ammo, but I only have one turkey. He can't do everything on his own. Can we encircle or ensquarify this guy? Well, to a minor degree we can. Oh, Jesus. It was a good run though. Solid performance, took a few hits. Made it all the way to the rat before I, took poison damage. But lots of strong weapons. Some pretty strong passives as well. Increased damage, lower health on enemies, which is effectively increased damage. A solid run. And for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more, check me out on Twitch if I want to go live, support the channel at the various links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Enter the Gungeon.